What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to some Dungeon Defenders 2. I am making my way through my most current Ancient Power reset here, and this one we are playing around with self-electrocuting weapon manufacturers. So I'm using a Shocking Revelation mod and the Water Elemental Shard. Those two in combination will create the Electrocute combo, and this is without a doubt not the best crowd control in the game to use, but it is something that works if you are a big fan of the EV and some weapon manufacturers. So of course, the highest you ever have to get to during Ancient Power resets is going from floor 51 to 80. I'm here on floor number 72 in Siphon Site D, and we actually got a pretty darn easy map, it looks like. So up top here we've got the front line with proximity is the thing, and proximity is just going to make this completely shine. So I'm going to go with just one weapon manufacturer node, and we're going to go with 3 flame auras. So everything that I'm using is just stuff I found off the ground after doing the AP resets, either that or still in campaign gear. Like my DPS hero is full on campaign gear. And then I'm using ground relics for literally any other defense that I would want to use here. This lane should be solid. Now, what do we got up here? We got Mob Gallery. Now, Mob Gallery, of course, is always going to change, but shy of it getting a bunch of cyborgs, the same build is just really going to work. So, 1 weapon manufacturer node, 3 flame auras. Now, up top, we got Draken's Barrage. Now, up here, the benefit of this lane is you can kill the flyers from a spawn camp on this lane. So I personally always spawn camp this one and make sure I get a couple of flame auras in or something to hit the flyers down below. And then, you know what, let's go ahead and drop that weapon manufacturer node right there in front as well. I think I will throw just, say, 1 backup flame aura in place. Now, down below here, we got Sci-Frost Whoppers. Now, you know, a fire defense is going to do a great job, as fire does double damage to any frost mobs. However, you see they've got that long shot. In addition, these are headstrong enemies, so they can't be stunned. So I'm going to kind of load this lane up a little bit. We're still going to throw some fire damage in here. Let's throw, what? We'll go 2 flame auras to get some fire in on these frost mobs. We do have a cyborg, and one of the easiest ways to get around cyborgs is just by using a reflect beam. Doesn't even matter what is on it, anything, just any relic off the ground, but throw on an unupgraded automation mod, or automation shard, pardon me. You don't need to upgrade it at all, and it gives you the effect of a 10 out of 10 tenacity. So what we've got right here is a Cyborg Trap, as the cyborgs are going to sit there and just go ham on that reflect beam. It's never going to get stunned, which means the cyborgs aren't ever going to leave that area. Now, we do have headstrong, so we can't crowd control them through stun, but we can crowd control them through slow. However, I don't even think I'm going to bother with it. I think I'm just going to power them. Now, one thing about Longshot is not that it doesn't like defenses that are up close, which it doesn't, but it loves defenses that are at a distance, and that is good stuff. In combination on this map, by using Earth Shatters, something like right here, I'm not only going to hit this ground lane, I'm going to hit the enemies up there as well. So we're going to double dip on these Earth Shatters and get 2 lanes worth of effectiveness out of them. Now, I do have let's just throw 1 more down, and we'll just eat that last 20 DU and not even sweat it. Let's see, we got 200 mana left for some upgrades, though. I think we will throw that on these flame auras up top just to ensure that those flyer lanes get wrecked. So let's just go ahead and let it fly and check it out here. Now, we've got no crowd control on our lower lane. And you see, although the electrocutes are going off, it's not super effective or consistent. So the Water Elemental Shard has to proc for the electrocute to be able to happen. It's not 100%. It works, but it doesn't work near as well as using a guaranteed combo like Petrify, for example. Get some Frostfire going in. Oh, actually, they died too quick. Looks like we are doing good. This is actually going to be a super easy run, it's looking like. Let me not DPS this lane for a minute and see what happens. See, the Earth Shatters already just pack a ridiculous punch, and then you combine Longshot on top of that, and they're getting a nice damage boost, depending on how far away from the enemies they are. Now, obviously, here I've got them set at kind of a max range. And then we have no more enemies up top, but it is hitting into that top lane as well. Now let's see, let's go ahead and hit this lane so we can ignore it. Let's check for our boss. We got a mighty Hex Thrower rolling on out. Good old Sniper Warbleed. Let's hit these Flame Auras just to ensure that we just don't have to come up here at all. And let's just let it fly. I think, other than giving a little assist to Sniper Warbleed, we shouldn't have to put in too much work. Now, we see the Electrocutes going off over in that lane. They actually did really, really well that time. Some of the mobs go a little further than others. It just depends on whether or not Water Elemental procs on them. If they're not drenched, they're not going to get electrocuted. Actually, it didn't look like much in that pack got stunned, but having the triple Flame Auras here just burned right through them anyway. Now, this Ancient Power reset, I know I'll get some questions on it. I've spent 0 gold, so I don't have any Hyper Shards. I didn't upgrade any items. All of the shards I'm using, for the most part, are gilded. All of the shards are gilded on defenses for sure, and that allows me to go through the Ancient Power reset without spending any gold at all, and still having shards that are at maximum effectiveness. Now, we are just doing good, so, I mean, let's just dump mana here and just let it fly, as it is just beast mode and doing so well. Keep an eye out on this lane. Yeah, the weapon man is not putting a whole lot of work in down there, but those Flame Auras certainly are, and you can see how fast the enemies are just burning through. The triple stack of Flame Auras is good stuff for sure. And I was thinking I was going to need to upgrade those Earth Shatters, but just nothing is peaking. Nothing is making it past the little doorway there. Nope, I thought I was going to... Did I speak too soon? Or no, I didn't speak too soon. Still nothing has made it past. So definitely doing really, really well here. Here comes our Assassins. Let's just bring them up to this Weapon Manufacturer here. The combination of the Weapon Manufacturer and those Earth Shatters. Remember, when an Assassin is attached to you, it's a ground mob. Once it releases, it is then a flying mob. So while it's attached to you, the Earth Shatters will just completely wreck it. And that is just good stuff. Flyers rolling through, they just evaporated because of these Flame Auras. And let's just take that all the way up. And I think it is really just GG's from this point. Shy of getting just a really, really rough boss and completely ignoring it. I don't think we can lose this map, as you know, we just got the right recipe here. So definitely doing good. Everything is dying nice and in a timely manner right as they roll out. Now, if you were using a legacy weapon manufacturer relic that had water and shocking revelations on it, these enemies wouldn't be coming anywhere near this far. But water elemental is just not going to be as consistent as the legacy weapon manufacturer that we can no longer make. Now, I'm not going to do any resets with that relic, as I just don't think it's right with new players not being able to use that setup. So I'll be doing stuff for all these AP resets that are just really simple to put together. There's actually nothing. So it's just all a matter of getting your shards. Once you have your shards, you're good to go, as we're just using the junk off the ground. So 0 setup required other than your shards. Just about there. We got more assassins. We'll just park on top of that. Weapon Man, and GG's. So I think we're just going to be able to start Wave 5 right up. Just not having any issues. I guess I could upgrade this stuff down here just for lulz. And you know what? Let's go ahead and just give it a little more power even. Now, 4 Earth Shatters, that is a mighty, mighty amount of damage. That's 20 million DPS between the 4 of them, as far as tooltip DPS goes. And we're only on floor 72. So, I mean, that is a massive amount of damage. Just by having the right shards, that is all it takes. The right shards, and then any Chaos 7 relic. So they are just wrecking. Now remember, these mobs can't be knocked up. So, yeah, I'm not even getting the effectiveness of the crowd control that comes along with Earth Shatters. And it's still just a devastating amount of power, as everything is just getting chewed apart. Really on every lane. Now that upgrades are in place, everything is burning super quick. There's those cyborgs I mentioned. I said unless a bunch of cyborgs come out. Well, there's a bunch of cyborgs, so let's help this lane for a minute. Now, of course, I could have prepared ahead and put a little Cyborg Trap here if I would have been paying attention, but we still made it without any problems. We've got, 6 flyers rolling in, I think, and a couple of assassins. We got one more coming. I think that's probably an assassin. Maybe? And there we go. So, that was it. That was floor number 72 in Dungeon Defenders 2, using nothing but either campaign or ground relics, no hyper shards, and junk off the ground. So, thank you all so much for watching. I am doing these AP resets every Sunday at 3 p.m. Pacific time over on Twitch. Now, the next AP reset I do, I'm going to be doing original 4 heroes only, so looking forward to going through that one. But that is a look at the kind of the DIY electrocute combo from the weapon manufacturer. So thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to click that like button. Please subscribe to the channel. If you all are around and looking for something to watch on Sundays, swing on by and check out the AP resets. It is always a good time. Thanks again, y'all, and I will see ya next time around. Take it easy.